Well, at this time, the WWF is running 3 towns a night. Hogan and Bossman are working on top of the A card. Macho is working with just essentially whoever on the B shows. And yourself and Andre are headlining C towns such as Bristol, Tennessee, Oklahoma City, Pensacola, Portland.
Yeah,
Andre's a massive star, and you've become a household name yourself by this point in your career as
yeah.
well. So even though these were C towns, was it a good audience? Were you drawing a
Oh
big
yeah,
house?
oh yeah. Did
I
real
mean,
well.
you see Jake the Snake and Andre are coming to your town. I can't imagine a lot of people not going to that.
Oh yeah,
Payoffs on C Towns, good?
fair.
It's weird because you're working on top against fucking the eighth wonder of the world, Andre.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, in theory, it should be good money. However, it is a smaller town. So,
You make good money.
of note, on January 8th, the WWF ran the Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. This is the first time the WWF came to this town, which historically the WWF did not do well in Crockett country. But this event is bringing in 13,500 fans. The card includes 8 matches, but the big ones are Arn and Tully versus the Rockers, DiBiase and Hercules, yourself and Andre in the semi-main, and Hogan and Bossman on top. So this card is a combination of talent that worked A, B, and C towns.
Mhm.
And I mean, it's loaded with Hall of Fame talent. So, Jake, I'll ask you, do you think this had more to do with trying to make an impression when running a new venue, or is Vince trying to make a statement in Crockett country?
Make a statement.
I've never met Vince, but based on what I've heard, that sounds like something
Yeah,
he would want to do.
yeah. He wanted to show him this is mine.
Well, speaking of Vince trying to one up the Crockett's, the Royal Rumble was an event created by Pat Patterson, and this is the second installment. As a reminder to our listeners, the Rumble was created to directly compete against Jim Crockett Promotions' Bunkhouse Stampede pay per view because Vince wanted to be the king of pay per view, and he essentially threatened the pay per view providers by saying, if you carry theirs and don't carry mine, you won't get WrestleMania 4. After a massive WrestleMania 3, these pay per view providers are like, oh, yeah, yeah, whatever you want, sure.
Yeah.
So Vince is like strong arming people. And, Jake, I'm wondering, you're a smart businessman, but you're also a guy who grew up in the territory system. So,
Mhm.
I've heard a lot of folks say that competition is a good thing in wrestling. How did you think, or what did you feel about these sabotage tactics?
I just showed me what a vicious son of a bitch Vince was.
Yeah.
I mean, it tells you a lot about the man, and his intentions. And his intentions was to crush everyone, everyone. So he had the only game in town. And that's what he did.
I mean, like, yes, it's competition. Yep, you're running a business and these are business competitors, but this is, these it's a family owned operation. Both of them are.
Yeah,
And you're essentially like, trying to bankrupt these people.
yeah.
So pretty brutal. I mean, if it's you running a territory, do you think you'd be satisfied just being in a territory, or are you looking to dominate the way that Vince is?
I'd like to dominate,
Okay.
you know, but I would welcome some type of competition because I think competition is good for everybody.
Hell yeah.
You know, I think a second wrestling company is great. It's great for the talent and it's box office.
Forces everybody to up their game.
Damn straight.